Yes, there was this. And then this will be the second time that Santa Lucia will go into overtime. The first time was against San Miguel, and I believe they had 3 overtimes then.
Well, what this overtime does for Santa Lucia is it allows them now perhaps to bring back Andy de Guzman, as you see a great drive again by by Harris and fouled by Limpot.
Xandro Limpot commits only his 3rd foul of the ball game.
It's going to be very important to take a jump start here, and that's what Tony Harris had in mind with his drive. Again, we talked about Andy de Guzman. He was slapped a deliberate foul with warning, and he had to sit down for 3 minutes, so he can come back at about the 3.5-minute mark. Hopefully Santa Lucia will be able to use him. Right now they've had to go with Max Delantes on the floor for them
to play defense also against Tony Harris. Lambert Shell can pass off to Bong Alvarez. Delantes will get it. Shell will have to scramble for that basketball. Recovers. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Limpot underneath. Yes, using the spin on the basketball on the glass.
So good recovery from Lambert Shell. It's a 1-point lead here
for the Swift Mighty Meaties because of a 3-point play by Tony Harris. Nice spin move. They will almost lose it to the sideline, but there's Al Solis. The handoff to Nelson Asaytono.
And this will be the 2nd consecutive 3-point play opportunity for Swift now. Swift showing a lot of poise here in the overtime. Great pass from Solis. And there you see the inexperience of Delantes trying to challenge when Asaytono had the momentum.
131-128. Asaytono at the stripe. 132-128.
4-point lead for Swift.
Rick Marata. Oh, he drives in.
Oh.
Didn't drop though.
And that will be the 6th personal foul on Dong Distrito. Marata with a very smart move in and out, then finally takes it to the basket. Almost had a 3-point play. Distrito will leave this ball game permanently.
Yes, went out on a nudge. A very subtle nudge with his knee. And Teroy Alvarillo will go in for the Swift Mighty Meaties.
Well, a very small unit on the floor for Swift. Not a very good rebounding unit as well there. Marata cans the first free throw. He has played without relief in this ball game.
All net. A second swish. 2-point lead. 3 minutes and 53 in overtime.
They want an isolation for Meneses now.
Oh, he was fouled before he could attempt. Rick Marata, foul number 4.
And also the 2nd team foul for Santa Lucia. Only 1 for Swift. Both teams with a full complement of 2 timeouts here in the overtime period.
Quite a good foul by Rick Marata that time. Disallowed Meneses from taking that shot. As Harris again for a possible 3-point play on. Is it Xandro Limpot?
Yes. And that's number 4 on June Limpot. Well, Limpot stepped into the lane, but he just comes up with token resistance. You've got to put up a stronger defense there if you want to try and deny even a 3-point play opportunity. This is the 3rd consecutive 3-point play for Swift now, which is completed by Tony Harris, and they up their lead to 5.
Lambert Shell will control things. Santa Lucia against Tony Harris. With some help from Al Solis, it doesn't go. Tony Harris says, not me. But it was Harris with foul number 5.
Here's that play again. Lambert Shell, low post play, a little nudge inside. Harris is caught. And now Andy de Guzman gets his opportunity to check back into the game. Delantes is replaced. Delantes had to get into the ball game when Toying Teves fouled out, and there was no other guy that Coach not Canson could rely on since Andy de Guzman was in the forced freezer there.
And if Lambert Shell converts this one, Santa Lucia will just be a 3-point play away from the Swift Mighty Meaties.
Well, they have to be able to defend against Tony Harris. They've got to force him to pass off. Again, Harris will take it, finally gives it up, and Alvarillo cans it.
Ice water in overtime. Teroy Alvarillo.
That's a big basket from the rookie. And Harris will foul out now.
On an effort by Lambert Shell.
No, it could go against Alvarillo is called for the foul. So that saves Tony Harris. Let's see it again. There's the reach in, and Harris asking or taking the charge there. But what a big sigh of relief for the Swift fans here.
Earlier, when that same situation happened, 2 loud thuds were heard on the floor of the Cuneta Astrodome. But that was, I believe, in the first half.
Yes.
And Lambert Shell didn't indulge this time, and he got the foul from Teroy Alvarillo. With the last line of defense, Tony Harris. Shell converting the first one, also the second one. 41 points for Lambert Shell.
Well, this game is far from over. It's only a 3-point game. Santa Lucia continues to hang on now. There's the double team.
Teroy Alvarillo. Will he take the shot, or will it be Vergel Meneses? There's this isolation play against Zandro Limpot. Inside to Harris, rejected by Lambert Shell. Alvarez taking too much time with that basketball, but nevertheless fouled by Alsoles.
Great timing on the part of Lambert Shell on the other end of the floor to start a possible fast break. Harris still complaining underneath. Here's that play. Harris thought he was all alone, but no way. Harris blocked by Lambert Shell.
Zandro Limpot. Lambert Shell once again. 20 on their shot clock. Lambert Shell posted up. Pass inside. Recreate.
Oh, what a move.
Rata. From his bag of tricks.
And Meneses was right on top of him. Lead is down to 1 now.
Harris all the way to Alvarillo once again. This time a drive to no one.
You know, a while back, Alvarillo was willing to take that shot. That's where the inexperience comes out. He was wide open, but he decided to take it in. Not too confident with his jumper.
Oh, Rick Marata has to be careful. Lambert Shell once again, their go-to guy.
Well, they're trying to give it to Lambert Shell because Harris is 5 personal fouls now.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Rick Marata has 6. Alvarez has 4 seconds and the conversion. Ang last 2 minutes ay hatid sa inyo ng Emperador Brandy. Dito tayo sa totoo, Emperador Brandy. We have this timeout.
Patrick Guzman
enjoying overtime here at the Cuneta Astrodome.
Well, this is a great pair of games today. First, this one already in overtime. Of course, the next one, the big confrontation, San Miguel versus Pure Foods.
Or shall we say overtime, Nolly? We'll soon find out, though. That much time remaining.
You saw the situation a while back. Both teams already in the penalty. Choi Estrada has checked in for Teroy Alvarillo.
Is this isolation for Vergel Meneses? Oh, there is Choi Estrada. Very carefully and missing.
And you know, it's really been that position that the street of vacated that has hurt the Swift ball club here in the overtime.
Rick Marata. Oh, a mismatch. Lambert Shell versus Choi Estrada.
There's no double team here. And Shell will get the basket. Almost hit a basket there.
Let's see.
It's an illegal defense call prior to this shot.
But honest defense, though, by Choi Estrada.
Well, Lambert Shell had the height advantage. No double team coming on the part of the Swift defense.
Illegal defense called against Vergel Meneses. This free throw and then possession for Santa Lucia. Remember, they are leading by just 1. Make it 2. She must be happy. Camille.
A quick substitution being injected by Coach Yang Yao. Estrada is replaced by Terry Saldana. Santa Lucia has been perfect from the line, 13 out of 13 in this ball game. They're on top by 2 now.
Rick Manata to Lambert Shell once again. Their go-to guy has been Lambert Shell, but now maybe it's Zandro Limpot's turn.
Fine move by Jun Limpot. That spin towards the baseline. Saldana forced into that foul. 4th foul on Terry Saldana. There's that spin. Caught him in the body.
Santa Lucia lost their composure early in the ball game, was nowhere. Found it in the 3rd quarter. Lost it for a while in the last 2 minutes of the 4th, as we saw that ball crawl.
Lady Luck continues to shine for Jun Limpot now. 32 points, matching his production the last time these 2 teams met.
Aided by some body English. Limpot 33 points this timeout. This overtime brought to you by Union Bank, the strong union. That much time remaining.
More importantly, Swift has no more timeouts to call. A 4-point lead for Santa Lucia. There you see the situation. Both teams in the penalty. Santa Lucia preserving their 2 timeouts. Very important possession now for Swift.
Tony Harris.
Oh, a forced shot and a
all
good
over
block
it.
by De Guzman.
Lambert Shell controlling things for Santa Lucia in that loose ball situation. Andy De Guzman, his minutes revived because of the extension. It's fouled by Al Solis.
But a very bad shot taken by Harris. Let's watch it again. He was immediately double teamed, yet he forced a 3-point shot here. And De Guzman just timed his jump there.
And converts from the stripe. So many heroes for Santa Lucia.
This, of course, one of them. Big numbers again for Andy De Guzman. 22 points, but he came in at the right time for Santa Lucia. Now they're on top by 6. Only that much time remaining.
Al Solis. Good fake against Andy De Guzman. Al Solis was able to get the foul. The goodbye foul of Andy De Guzman. He knew it. Took his jersey out, went to the bench. He will be replaced by Delantes once again. 34.2 seconds. A 6-point lead. 2 charities from Al Solis. What do you think, Mr. Ayala?
Well, right now, Santa Lucia is certainly going to look for Swift giving up those fouls and stopping the clock. So they probably are talking about taking their time. As Al Solis, ironic that he is going to miss his first free throw. They're the ones that need it.
The second charity goes in. The timeout is called once again. We'll be back. This overtime brought to you by Union Bank, the strong union. That much time remaining.
And it will be Santa Lucia's possession now. This is going to be very important in terms of the inbounds. Of course, Swift trying to force a turnover to cut down that lead. It's a 5-point lead, and Santa Lucia is only 34 seconds away from notching their 4th win here in the semifinals.
So who's missing Jerry Esplana?
That's right.
The inbound.
This is very important. They've got to have it inbound.
And Shell will get it.
Saitono on the deck, getting it in the kisser.
And then second motion by Al Solis. Let's see what happened. Lambert Shell was really asking for it. He goes up for it. There's Al Solis bumping Lambert Shell. Was it Nelson or Saitono who hit Al Solis?
Might be.
But Lambert Shell, yes, has been perfect from the stripe.
Well, this is not the guy to foul now. He makes his first free throw. That could be it here. Remember, Swift has no more timeouts to call with only about a half a minute remaining. Santa Lucia, the miracle team here in the semifinals, Jimmy.
Yes, you'd think that they've been playing for several conferences in the PBA. This is only their third. Al Solis, a three-pointer, doesn't go. Harris is left alone to convert. Only that much time remaining. Lambert Shell almost lost it. With an eye on Al Solis after that foul by Solis. Solis with a goodbye foul.
Well, Solis had the opportunity to end this ball game during regulation. He missed an open three-point shot. Of course, that's not the kind of shot that you want to take as a last shot. But then he had the opportunity, just couldn't make it. And Santa Lucia took control of this overtime period only in the 3.5 minute mark when Andy De Guzman stepped back into the ball game and took charge of Tony Harris, Jimmy.
Oh yes, Santa Lucia playing like a veteran squad. A lot of it is because of this man at the free throw line, Lambert Shell.
You know, he has really brought poise into this ball club, a lot of leadership, and certainly, you know, the teammates have been responding to his call.
Scrub time for the Swift Mighty Meaties. Harris underneath. And he does a Larry Bird. Drops on the other end after he did it. He took a shot from behind the goal. And moving back, fell on the photographers as Choi Estrada. There it is. He's right underneath. Right behind, in fact. It almost went in. What you didn't see was his backing away and hitting the photographers. Then he found himself on the floor.
Well, you know, I think one of the keys in this ball game was that last 18 seconds when Swift had the ball, they could not make Tony Harris take the shot. Good defense played by Santa Lucia, and that really earned them this ball game. It's been a fine ball game for the White Shirts. The Realtors played a spectacular second half. As you take a look at the obviously frustrated Swift bench there.
When you look back at the last 3 minutes of regulation play and you remember the foul of Andy De Guzman, somehow it was a point to his teammates that he really wanted this ball game.
Yes.
Nelson Saitono will miss, but Meneses will follow up. Very little time remaining.